Champai Soren, the veteran leader of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, will be taking oath as the next Chief Minister of Jharkhand. This after the late night nod of the 67-year-old by the governor to take oath. He was invited by the governor more than 24 hours after the arrest of his predecessor, that's Hemant Soren, in an alleged money laundering case. The delay in the governor's decision, coupled with the slim margin in numbers, pushed the ruling alliance to move the MLAs, fearing an Operation Lotus by the opposition BJP. But the weather played spoilsport, and the plane that was to take off for Telangana could not take off because of bad weather conditions, and which is why the MLAs were then taken to a government guest house instead. And shortly after that is when Champai Soren got a call from the governor. The ruling JMM Congress RJD alliance of the Jharkhand has 47 MLAs in the 81-member house, where the majority mark is 41, and currently 43 MLAs are backing Champai Soren. And this comes at a time when at about 10:30 this morning, that's about more than an hour from now, when the Supreme Court will be hearing that plea that's coming up in court, in the Supreme Court regarding Hemant Soren's arrest. So a plea against his arrest is going to be taken up by the Supreme Court at about 10:30 this morning. So visuals on your screen of last night when that flight that was supposed to take off for Telangana, but it could not, and this is on account of bad weather conditions. So there you can see, those MLAs who were supposed to be taken to Hyderabad could not take off, and late in the evening the MLAs were taken to a government guest house instead. So the Chief Minister, Hemant Soren, who will be questioned by the Supreme Court, but it is the new Chief Minister who will be sworn in. That's Champai Soren. After he got that late night nod from the governor, the 67-year-old is set to take over as the Chief Minister of the state. We have my colleague Saurabh joining us. Saurabh, we do know that questioning in the Supreme Court against the arrest of Hemant Soren is coming up at about 10:30 this morning. What time is the swearing-in ceremony?
Well, the Supreme Court will hear Hemant Soren's plea against his arrest by the ED, and of course that is a separate proceeding. Only after the Supreme Court has disposed of this plea will the lower court step in. The ED has sought remand of 10 days in the special court, which is the special PMLA court, under which law the ED functions, and Hemant Soren's fate will be decided by the special court only after the Supreme Court disposes of the matter based on what the Supreme Court directs. Simultaneously, on the other side, the political developments have also been taken past. In fact, Champai Soren, who till yesterday was planning to send his MLAs away to Hyderabad, but could not do so because fog played spoilsport, and the chartered plane carrying the MLAs taxied out but had to return to the parking bay because of the heavy fog. Then the MLAs were moved again to the circuit house, but now that plan in all likelihood will be dropped. Champai Soren will take oath today at 12:15, and after that, of course, he will be sworn in as Chief Minister with few others. He will also have to take a floor test to prove his majority on the floor of the House. And once that happens, one can assume that for some time, the political saga, the political drama that's been taking place in Jharkhand will come to an end.
Right, Saurabh, all eyes on, that hearing that's coming up in the Supreme Court. And of course, after that, that swearing-in ceremony, we will keep coming back to you for more on that.